Let me just share my screen. Okay. So I had already explained you how to give your introduction, how you should introduce yourself. Then I had also discussed this question, what is your strength? Isn't it? What is your strength? Do you have any weakness? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I had discussed these questions. I had also discussed this particular question. How do you deal with pressure or stressful situations? So, all of us, we have different ways of handling different problems. So what might work for me might not work for you. So that is why how you handle a stressful situation, it totally depends upon you. And when this question is asked in an interview, so what you can do is you can also tell a story. You can carve a story, and you can tell a story, like you can share your experience. You can share some story where you had handled a stressful situation. You can share your experience. So then the answer is like appropriate. Okay. So you can definitely share any kind of experience. So definitely as a fresher you will have different experience. You will have different experiences in your college life or in your school life. So you can pick any of the incident and any of the situation, and you can like express it accordingly. Okay. So but make sure that the situation that you share, it should be a logical one. It should not be something very illogical or silly. So whatever you share, it should be somewhat related to mm, somewhat related to you know it should be logical. It should be related, it should be relevant, and it should be logical. It should not be illogical. Next question is, what is your salary expectation, or what are your salary requirements? So this is another very common question that is asked during an interview. So the interviewer, they want to know the candidate's salary expectations. So if you are a fresher, when you are a fresher, you must not demand any amount. You should not demand any amount. You should not say that I want 20k salary, I want 30k salary, I want 40, 50, 60, 70k salary. So you should just say as per the company norms. So it totally depends. It totally depends on the company norms. So that is why they are not going to pay you more, they are not going to pay you less. you know as a fresher, what you deserve to, and what their company is paying the others at the same designation and who are freshers, you will also be paid the same amount, you will also be paid the same salary. So that is why even if you negotiate, even if you demand the salary, they won't pay you that particular amount. But later on when you gain experience, जब experience gain करोगे, तब negotiate definitely कर सकते हो. लेकिन being a fresher, you cannot demand a salary, or you cannot negotiate your salary. All right. So the best answer is to, the best answer is as per the company norms. All right. Now, another very common question is why do you wish to join us? Did I explain you this question? Did I explain you this one? Anyone? Did I explain you
No,
this
ma'am.
one? Okay. So why do you wish to join us? क्यों हमें join करना चाहते हो? So they want to know the reason behind, choosing that particular company. Why have you chosen to join that organization? So they want to basically know that reason. Now, again, this is another very um, this is a question where you have to answer very tactfully. So you definitely have to tell about uh, tell why you want to join the company, but at the same time you also have to make sure that you know your wish aligns with the skills, your basically your skills and your career goals aligns with the mission and vision of the organization. So that is why you want to join the organization, because you think that your skills and your goals uh, align with the mission and vision of the organization. And for that you have to definitely research about the company, and this is something that is mandatory for you to do before any interview. So you have to do research about the company. You have to you have to know a few things related to the company: the origin of the company, the mission and vision of the company, the who is the owner, who is the CEO of the company. So you must know about these things. So another question, like, who is the CEO of the company? This might also be asked to you. So if you're not aware, if you have not researched, then you'll not be able to say. So before each and every interview, you must research about that particular organization. All right. So now for this question, you can answer it in this way. I have heard a lot about this organization and I wish to be a part of this organization. I've seen your company consistently listed as one of the top places to work. I have read employee testimonials and heard of your enthusiasm for encouraging employee growth through education, training, and vast resources. I would love to join your team, continue to create great work, and grow within the company by learning new skills. So this is one way of answering to this question. All right, this is uh, just one example of how you can answer to this question. So basically you have to impress, as you're selling yourself. An interviewer is the customer, isn't it? So as you're selling yourself, so you have to make sure that you have to make sure that you can convince the interviewer. You must convince the interviewer, then only the interviewer will be impressed, isn't it? So now impressing doesn't mean too much of buttering. Okay, you're not supposed to sound desperate. You're not supposed to sound desperate. Okay, you're not supposed to be like, this is I need, I can do anything. You should not beg for that particular job. But you should also, at the same time, you should also try to convince and impress. But there's a thin line between convincing and begging. There's a thin line between convincing and being desperate. Convincing and being desperate. So you have to maintain that. All right. Another very important question is, why should we hire you? Now, the earlier question was related to why do you want to join us? What is the reason behind choosing our company? Why do you want to join us? Why do you want to work in this organization? Now, this is just the opposite of the other question, of the previous question, that why should we hire you? हम क्यों हायर करें तुम्हें, तुम्हारे तुम why you are why you should be hired, तुम्हें क्यों हायर करना चाहिए या तुम क्यों बेस्ट चॉइस हो इस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए. Now you have to, you know, craft your answer beautifully. You have to craft your answer beautifully, and this answer should be crafted beforehand. As I had said that, as I had earlier mentioned that, you have to practice करना बहुत ही ज़रूरी होता है. और practice करो, क्या करोगे, ये interview questions ही practice करना ज़रूरी होता है. तो ये जो है, ये कॉमन क्वेश्चंस है, इनको प्रिपेयर करना हर एक इंटरव्यू से पहले, इन क्वेश्चंस को प्रिपेयर करके, क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर्स को प्रिपेयर करके, कैसे आंसर बोलोगे, किस किस्म का, किस तरीके से आंसर दोगे, उसको प्रिपेयर करके यू हैव टू प्रैक्टिस इट. सो यू हैव टू क्राफ्ट द आंसर ब्यूटिफुली. So three things that you should cover are that you can not only do the work, you can also deliver great results. So तुम काम ही नहीं करोगे लेकिन अच्छे results भी दोगे. So that is also very necessary. So if you keep on working, you might be someone who is hardworking, keeps on working, but your work does not produce any good result. So then even if you work hard, that is useless, that is not at all worthy. So that is why you have to make sure that you tell about this thing, that you will not only work for the organization, but you will also deliver great results, and you will also fit in with the team and the culture of the organization. So another important part is to fit fit in with the people, fit in with the team and the culture of the organization, because every place has their own set of rules and regulations, and the culture of every organization is different from one another. So you have to like tell you have to tell that you can really fit in, you are a flexible person, and you can really fit in with the team and the culture of the organization. And the last thing, that you would be a better hire than any of the other candidates, and you need to provide certain reasons as well, like you are dedicated, you are punctual, you are creative. So you need to answer it in this way. The three things that you need to cover, the first one is that you can not only do the work, you can also deliver good results, so you can produce better work, better results. The second one is that you'll really fit in with the team and the culture, and you're not at all rigid, you're flexible, and you can adjust. And the third one, the last one, is that you are a better hire than any of the other candidates, because you are a dedicated person, you have all the necessary skills, you have all the necessary qualification, and you are very hardworking. You are also someone who likes to learn new things, like to you are passionate about learning new things, and in this way you can answer to this question. All right, so each and every person will answer to this question differently. My answer and your answer will be different, but I have just given you an idea how to answer to this kind of question. Okay. Another very common question is, what do you know about the company? Company के बारे में क्या जानते हो? So again, if you do not research about the company, you will not be able to say anything regarding the company. So again, you have to research about the company, you have to go to the about section of the company's website, and then you have to read it thoroughly, and you have to know the origin, you have to know the origin of the company, you have to know regarding the CEO of the company, the owner of the company, you have to know about the products and services of the company, you have to know regarding how the company works, where it is situated, and all the things. You have to basically go to the about section of the company's page. तो हर एक कंपनी का क्या होता है, एक एक पेज होता है. है कि नहीं? उनका एक एक अपना अपना वेबसाइट होता है, तो मैक्सिमम कंपनीज के होते हैं आजकल। तो हर एक कंपनी का होता है अपना एक वेबसाइट होता है, तो यू हैव टू जस्ट गो टू दैट वेबसाइट। अगर वेबसाइट मालूम भी नहीं है तो जस्ट कंपनी का नाम ऐसे लिख दो गूगल में, तो वेबसाइट आ जाएगा ऑटोमेटिकली। तुम तुम्हें वेबसाइट मिल जाएगा। सो देन क्लिक ऑन द वेबसाइट। तो हर एक वेबसाइट में एक अबाउट सेक्शन होता है। सो मैंने even our university has a about section. So when you will go to the Assam Downtown University's page, you'll see, when you'll open the website of Assam Downtown University, then you'll see there's a about section. There's an about section. So if you click there on about, then you will get to know about the university. So every organization has this particular thing, and you can just click on that about, and you will get a lot of information about the company. Next question is, how did you hear about the position? So तुम्हें कैसे मालूम चला इस position के बारे में? तो this is another very common question. तो पूछते ही है इंटरव्यू में कि कैसे पता चला यहाँ पे, मतलब वैकेंसी है, या हमारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के बारे में कहाँ से पता चला? So be genuine, give a genuine answer. If you have if you have found out about the particular vacancy or particular position from a web page, from internet, from any advertisement, from any friend, from any, from any relative, from anyone who works in that particular organization whom you know personally, so you can share the details. Okay, you can share the name of the person. You can, if somebody has told you about that particular position, so, and if somebody has asked you to apply for that particular position, so you can definitely take the name of that person. You can definitely tell about that person, that this so and so person has told me about the particular position, and I always wanted to join your company, and so that is why I got the opportunity to apply for this position. So you have to give this answer in this manner. All right? समझ में आया? Next, another very common question is, how will you resolve to an issue with your fellow colleague, or how will you resolve a conflict? ठीक है? तो in an organization, conflicts are very common. Okay? You will face a lot of issues. Though you should try to, stay away from conflicts, or though you should always try to, you know like and though you should always try to stay away from arguments or conflicts or any misunderstandings, but it's something that, that you will have to face at times, because problems are, that part of our life that definitely we can decrease, we can minimize, we can control, but we cannot stop that problem. mat aao darwaza band hai, we cannot say it in that way. So that's why sometimes you might, you know like you might have a conflict with someone, or have any misunderstanding with someone, or there might be an issue, or suppose, if not you, if you are suppose the team leader, if you are suppose the manager, if you are suppose the, the one who should look after the team members, then even if you are not involved, even if you are not the one who has fought or who has created that particular situation, you um, uh, you might have to, resolve that particular situation. तो कैसे resolve कैसे करोगे, कैसे solve कैसे करोगे? When there's a problem, someone has to solve it, isn't it? How will you solve it? Even if it's your personal problem, with someone, or even if it's a problem related to your professional life, so you have to solve it, isn't it? So the best way to give this answer is, I believe communication is the key. By communicating properly and trying to understand the situation will certainly show us a path. If I will always choose a discussion over any kind of argument to solve any kind of issue. तो हमेशा इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर ऐसे ही देना चाहिए. So communication and discussion is something that will help you to resort to any issue, resort to any kind of issue. Maybe the issue might be with your fellow colleague, the issue might be with your boss, or even in your personal life. So this is also a suggestion that whenever you face any kind of problem, whenever you misunderstand someone, or कुछ problem है किसी के साथ, so what you can do is you can basically discuss with that person, you can communicate with that person and try to solve the problem. And moreover, if this question is asked in an interview, you're supposed to mention that particular thing only, that you would like to communicate and discuss, and then you would like to, understand the other person as well, and understand the whole situation, and find out a solution. So yes, these are some of the interview questions. These are some of the common interview questions, and this is how you should answer to these questions. ठीक है? Any doubts? Any doubts, students? समझ में आया? Have you understood? All of you, have you understood? Any doubts, students? Please respond. Any doubts? Have you understood? So I'll be sharing the questions that I had explained, okay? And there are hundreds of other questions as well, but because you all are in the first semester, so it's not required. It's a part of your curriculum. It's a part of your syllabus. So that is why I chose to explain a few questions. But currently, these questions are enough for you. Later on, later on, definitely, you'll get to know you'll get to know about a lot of other questions as well. So for this semester, these questions are enough, and I'll be sharing all the questions and answers with you all. And please let me know if you have any doubt. Okay? I hope all of you have understood. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll share the question and answers. Go through the answers, question and answers, and let me know. Okay, उसके बाद अगर if you have any doubts, then do let me know in the next class. All right?
Okay, ma'am.
Huh. So that's all for today. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hmm. Take care and bye bye. See you in the next class.